Hello, it's SaffronMee. After the events at Orlando that all of you probably know about, in which 49 people died in a gay club called Pulse, I felt that now would be the best time to be very open and to stand up despite society being the way it is, this toxic heteronormativity that's pervading everywhere. I thought, I'm not making this about me, because it's not about me. It's about those 49 people who were lost, and down below I'm going to put a link to a profile of each and every person that lost their lives. Now is a time where, rather than being scared, it's very easy, but the LGBT community, as hard as it is, we have to stand up and be proud of who we are, because all my life, I only came out a year and a half ago, and even before that, because I looked a little bit different, I was boyish. People judged me, people asked me if I was a boy or a girl, people called me a dyke, people asked me if I had a penis, so on and so on. And even now when I go into straight clubs, I don't know what the correct term is, but clubs that aren't overtly gay friendly, then if I went in like a suit and I went with my partner, then I'd say, I've not been allowed in toilets. People have physically stopped me from going into girls' toilets because they don't have gender-neutral toilets in any club, really. But when I go into a gay bar or a queer club, I've been talking about this with my friends. It's a really weird, liberating feeling. I feel welcomed. I feel admired. I feel like it's really cheesy, but I feel like I'm home there. It's so deeply rooted into our society. This, if anyone decides to stray from this heteronormative, straight, cisgendered way of thinking, then we are judged and we are ostracized. And that's not right, because it's so obvious when we see the YouTube community is so good for it. There are so many LGBTQIA star voices online, which is very, very endearing, and a lot of those are of colour as well, which again is bringing an intersectional aspect to the community, which is very, very important, because a lot of the victims were Latinx, LGBTQIA star people, and we need to remember that. We need to remember that this was an attack against LGBTQIA star people. Somebody went into a club and shot them down. I wanted to take this opportunity to be very clear with who I am. I've kind of told my family some of it, but not all of it. But yes, I am pansexual and I am non-binary. For those of you who don't know, pansexual is I'm attracted to all gender identities, pretty much. Yeah, I'd say I am, yeah. Pan. People use bi, I use the term queer because it's more general and it's more open. And I'm also non-binary, which means I was biologically born, I was assigned female at birth, but now I really don't feel like a woman anymore. I wear binders, I don't like my top area, I don't feel like I belong to man or woman. Instead of using she and her, I use they and their, so if you guys could remember that in the comments, that would be great. But now is the time for us to stand proud, and if this video gets a lot of negative comments, I don't give a shit. I do not care, because I'm being honest. I'm in a position of privilege because I'm in a city it's got a really good LGBTQIA star community. There's societies at the university and stuff, and I've got a community around me, and my family are okay with it, but there's some people who are not in that position, and we need to show everyone, the parents of those people, that there are a lot of us out there, and you cannot bring us down, you cannot make us regress and pretend to be something we are not. And I am going to be who I am, and I am non-binary. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, I do a lot of videos on gender identity and mental illness, important issues that needs to be talked about, and so we can reduce that taboo in society around them. But yeah, thank you for watching.